What an amazing shot to play at 15-30. Nadal surprised Simon by coming in here, and then look at this. Shows he has the touch of class there. That drop volley. Of 130 all. You know, I was about to say, Nadal, I think, came into this match clearly respecting the Frenchman and his ability from the baseline to be able to do the kind of damage that he's done in the second set. He has done extremely well to hang in there and squeeze out that second set. 40-30. Of the drop volley from Simon, quite special. Look how good it had to be to make sure Nadal couldn't get it. Either that, or he was worried about the umpire's chair of running into it. The great Roy Emerson ran into the umpire's chair in the 60s at Wimbledon, court number 1. Blake had the same problem. Really high quality tennis from both players. And again, he still charges this down. Very little room to work with. Nadal is everywhere. Doesn't quite clear the net. Played a tremendous point, Simon. And Nadal flattening out that last forehand. Little extra pace on the dead run. So, another tight game on the Spaniard serve, but it's 1-1 in the third. This is a really good test for Nadal. Look at that, over the high part of the net. My goodness. Doesn't get better than that.
Lovely.
Just quite outstanding tennis from these two great athletes. Nadal has had to dig very deep into his vast resources of stamina and skill. Simon, love 15. 1-1, third set. And he's trailing 2 sets to love.
Simon is going to sleep well tonight. The angles from Nadal working the Frenchman. I tell you, they just played 2 games in this third set, but it has taken a lot out of the Frenchman. He looked clearly fine even after the second set, but the last 8-10 points have been quite amazing. Oh dear. That error from the Simon forehand gives Nadal 3 break points. Well played. Solid backhand up the line. One of his favorite shots that has been working beautifully today. Forcing Nadal with a weak lob. Oh, he went back to the forehand with the cross court. He should have gone down the line. He admits it to himself right there. But it's Nadal. 2 sets to love and 2 games to win.
Rafael Nadal, even the great world #1, is feeling the heat with that ice towel on his neck during this break.
In this indoor arena,
with the roof on, stay cool.
Thank you.
Yesterday we saw Djokovic going out suffering with the heat. And now Nadal, who's played magnificent tennis, but opposite him as well, give credit to Gilles Simon, who's played a magnificent game. But now Nadal to serve for a 3-1 lead as he attempts to pull away yet again from the Frenchman.
just over the baseline. The work that Simon is doing in every single point. And this man is just slowly but surely getting better and better, if that's possible. Forehand clean winner up the line. Look at this. An amazing stroke, that one. It'd be very difficult to teach someone starting off to hit the forehand that way. 2-1, 30 love, third set. Oh! It's nice to see the world's #1 do that on the odd occasion. Even though the last time was 2 years ago. club players who feel good about themselves when that happens. See, he looked at it just like a club player, didn't he? We all do that when we've made the most horrendous mistake. And he's back to being Nadal again. Winning smash.
So 40-30 and the match 1 hour and 52 minutes, and it's been grueling tennis. What a test it's been for Simon.
Fine service.
That swinging left arm serve that he gets going so well.
Just watch him continue to put his foot down on the pedal here, Nadal.
The winner of this match will play Fernando Verdasco.
The Nadal lookalike.
Well, if it's going to be Nadal, it's going to be one heck of a semi-final, isn't it?
Well, it's like it would be like playing himself to some extent.
Tomorrow night, first semi-final, Roddick, Federer. That's the last thing he needs. Very impressed with this 24-year-old Frenchman. He has given Nadal the biggest examination of his credentials as world #1 in this tournament.
No question. Oh, he went for broke on that last two-hander. Nadal, but his slice has gotten better, his wide serve is better, and his volleying 100% better. Nadal, which makes him just a much, much better player than last year, which is frightening for the other players. Yes, well played. Flattened out that last forehand nicely. Leans into this one. And with a slight angle.
40-50. It's wide, couldn't hook that one back in. So Simon holds on, but it's still Nadal who leads 3 games to 2. Third set, 2 sets. Coming up, men's doubles quarterfinal. Marty Fish, John Isner of the United States against the #2 seeds, also from the States, the Bryan twins, Bob and Mike. #2 seeds. That's coming up after this magnificent quarterfinal, where Rafael Nadal serving now 3-2, third set, he leads 2 sets to love. It is bewildering, DJ, how good you have to be just to get close to Nadal. And in that second set, Jules Simon demonstrated that he was very close, had a break point for that second set. He had a set point, didn't he? New balls now for Nadal to serve at 3-2, third set.
As soon as there was a short ball there, he laced into it, saw the quality of his approach shot, and then squeezed out the volley. Not quite textbook, but does the job. That's a big forehand from Simon. Once he flattens it out. Here it is again, laces into it very nicely, giving Nadal less time.
And this is one forehand that Nadal couldn't get back.
You have got to admire Simon. He has just not gone away. Having had that set point in the second set, forcing Nadal here to go for more. 3 break points for Simon. Saves one with a good serve.
This is some of the most astonishing tennis we have seen in this Australian Open. And Gilles Simon is giving Rafael Nadal every bit as much as Nadal is giving him, and he's given anyone in this tournament.
But Alan, you know, we've come to expect it of Nadal. But this man, just look at it. Winning smash. Look at Henri Leconte in the front row there. 3-all. Oh, yes, just about in. But he's doing well to get to the net now. Simon.
It's almost, this pattern of this third set is a little bit like the second. Simon sensing that he's getting close to Nadal again. Oh, it's in, it's just dropped in. Look at these French fans.
It's nerves. Can you imagine someone like Nadal suffering from just a bit of nerves here? Look at this as he lets this one go. All inside the baseline. Running from corner to corner.
Did you say he's going to sleep well tonight?
He is going to sleep for a week after this match. Terrific tennis. And Simon is really staying with this man.
The levels of fitness and stamina that we're seeing, and physical exertion, and of course the skill factor is so brilliantly high. It is nothing short of outstanding. 30-15, 3-all, third set. Oh, that's way wide, and Nadal's got to have a look. No, he's not going to challenge. It was so close to that baseline here, just about on it, and Nadal couldn't move. 40-15. Ace from Simon. The Frenchman nudges ahead, 4 games to 3. Third set.
Welcome back to Star Sports live coverage of the Australian Open 2009. Alan and I are watching this marvelous match in progress. Rafael Nadal is being tested by Gilles Simon. Certainly the scoreline might not indicate the fact that Nadal is being tested, but he's 2 sets to love up. He was up a break in the third. Simon is back with the roof shut to Lord Laver Arena due to the excessive heat.
Thank you.
Nadal now serving at 3-4 in the third set. The quality of tennis in this match, especially from the baseline, has been unbelievably high. 3-4. Oh, sack! Again, flattening out the backhand there. Sees the gap up the line. And Nadal, Alan, was clearly aware of the danger.
Well, I think everyone now senses that Simon can impose himself on Nadal, as he started to in that second set. Absolutely exhausting match. It's exhausting to watch it. That's long. Marvellous, marvellous match. 15 love. Love 15. It's pity.
15.
You know, the only person in the last 2 years really who's imposed himself on Nadal, Joe Wilfried Tsonga, semi-final last year.
Well, that was
just
it was like a nightmare for Nadal, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. It was inexplicable what happened that night.
There's the opening again. This time off the forehand, the Frenchman flattening it out. He is taking the chance on every one of those opportunities he's been given.
That is a vicious forehand down the line from Simon.
A huge point here.
It really is. 15-30. Nadal serving at 3-4, but he leads by 2 sets to love. Missed it.
Well, he was just trying to set himself up for one more, but I guess he was in 2 minds there about going into the backhand of Nadal or the forehand.
Still a big point on the Nadal serve at 30 all. The shank from Nadal gives Simon a break point at 30-40.
So 3-4, 30-40.
Thank
Point
you.
for Simon to serve for the third set. Oh, just inside the baseline.
Challenge.
It's
challenging.
The ball is
Well, on a break point at 3-4, he feels he's got to challenge here. The length of the shot induced the error from the Frenchman, and no, look at that, half the ball. So deuce.
Can you believe that though, Alan? If that ball was, what, half a ball more long, he would have served for the third set.
Yep.
And he did have a set point in the second set.
But he knows that he's got right alongside him. Deuce, 3-4. No, that's long. This compelling drama. And everyone inside the Rod Laver wants Simon to win this third set. They want more of it. Highest quality of tennis. Federer last night annihilating, sweeping aside Del Potro, and this now, this punishing match for both players. Nadal has had to work to the maximum.
High-octane tennis this. Nadal with a bit of bother, but he still holds on. He's got the challenge of Simon in this third set. It's 4-all. We're up on 2 hours and about nearly 2 hours and a quarter. Really hard work for both players. 4-all, third set. Nice wide serve. He's trying to use the slice to create the opening for him on the forehand. And a bit long. Well, he's just supposed to go for a bit more, Nadal, because Simon is flattening out some of his forehands and backhands with great success. Well, not as easy as it looked. What Nadal just did. Half volley up the line pass, just past Simon, trying to cover the line here.
BJ, when have you seen two tennis players exert themselves as hard as this? And it's not just Simon, even Nadal now is having to play at a pace to keep abreast of the Frenchman. Oh, no. Oh, challenge? No. They've pushed the boundaries of their physical fitness to the very limit. Yeah, that was long. It's 30-all. Simon has got to hold serve. time it's long.
How many times can Simon hope to win the point and find it still coming back? And finally, the error from Nadal. Game point. Picked wide.
Simon holds on. He leads 5-4, third set. Rafael Nadal with the ice towel. He's been made to work so hard, and this 24-year-old Frenchman, Gilles Simon, seeded 6, has provided just the most extraordinary exhibition and entertainment for this capacity crowd inside the Rod Laver. You're watching Star Sports, bringing you the Australian Open, the Grand Slam of Asia Pacific. Now Simon. Nadal serving at 4-5 in the third set. He leads by 2 sets to love.
Thank you.
No. He realized it as soon as he struck it.
Straight off the bat.
Serving to stay in this third set, Nadal. He took off very quickly for that volley. This one. Now looking into his box, Nadal. He showed us everything in that one point. You see Simon there, half smiling to himself. The quality of this drop shot first brought him in, and then a half volley, topspin lob right in the corner.
How much ground did Simon cover there in that 1 point? 40 love. Great serve again. Deep probing serve. And it's 5-all in this third set. This the last of the quarterfinals. Last night we had such a one-sided affair with Roger Federer dropping just 3 games against the giant Argentine Juan Martín del Potro. Yes.
Perfect forehand off the line. Good wide serve, and then you have to make it that good to get away from the Nadal forehand. So close to the line. Try to keep it a bit shorter with Nadal well behind the baseline. Five all, 15 all, third set. Oh.
Fell away with that left shoulder. He was almost buckled over in half. It was a weak second serve. 4 double faults now for Simon, just the 2 for Nadal. 15-30.
Two of those backhands. It was almost too short, that backhand of Nadal, well inside the service line when it bounced, and then it didn't quite come under the ball there. Simon, well, he'd rather have gone down the line, he tells himself, but that error gives the number 1 seed 2 break points. One with a Nadal error. Nadal broken 6 out of 11 times, 11 chances rather. And Simon having a real close look at it, but no chance for him. 6 games to 5, Nadal third set.
Gilles Simon has given everything in this quarterfinal, and Rafael Nadal has been pushed to the very extreme. He's never had to work this hard in this Australian Open. He's covered in ice. He is at boiling point simply because that engine has been working so hard. And now Nadal to serve for the match at 6-5 in the third set. Exhausting tennis, an exhausting match for both players. But now it boils down to Rafael Nadal serving here for a place in the semi-final where he will play fellow Spaniard, fellow Davis Cup teammate, fellow left-hander, Fernando Verdasco.
Forced the error, couple of good forehands. Two hours and 25 minutes. Electric tennis. too good. Open up the court with the serve and the wide forehand there. And then the off forehand winner as he lines up for this one. Terrific tennis from Nadal. You don't want to upset him, do you? 2 points away from victory. Oh. The sheer viciousness of that Nadal forehand, which he can hook from any part of the court, and just under the 2.5-hour mark, 3 match points from Nadal.
Well, I think this has been the most extraordinary performance by Gilles Simon. He's earned the respect of Rafael Nadal, and he's won a lot of fans inside this Rod Laver Arena, and whoever's watching this in terms of the fraternity of fellow professionals, they know that Simon is the real deal. Where is Verdasco watching this? And what is Verdasco going to do in the semi-final? Match point Nadal.
It's long. Nadal is through.
In the most grueling quarterfinal on the Rod Laver Arena, 2 great athletes, 2 wonderful tennis players. Oh no, I think there's going to be a challenge. The umpire is smiling. They're all smiling. It has to be a challenge because it's just the last throw of the dice. It's not going to be... There you go. Nadal wins the most compelling match. 6-2, 7-5, 7-5. And Gilles Simon is a hero in the Rod Laver Arena. And Rafael Nadal, the world #1, he can bounce, he's won, he's in the semis. That really was the most wonderful match. We had everything in this match, this quarterfinal, and now it means we have, for the first time in Australian Open history, an all-Spanish semi-final. Rafael Nadal against fellow left-hander and good pal, Davis Cup teammate Fernando Verdasco, who beat Joe Wilfried Tsonga this afternoon, the #14 seed, and it's Andy Roddick will play Roger Federer tomorrow night on the Rod Laver Arena.